I woke up an hour early today, so I'm here at got here at 7 instead of 8 because I gotta get my fingerprints done for my insurance license and all that, and that appointment's at 11. So I figured, yeah, I could have came at 8, but a lot of times we work out past 11, so I didn't want to have to skip any of the workout. So I figured come at 7. I'm not going to rush it because I'm just getting my fingerprints done. It's not like I'm meeting the Pope, so I can pretty much just show up in this if I wanted to. Best case scenario, I go home, heat up a nice frozen dinner, then shower before I go get my fingerprints done. But that's not on my top priority. Top priority is to get a swole chest, and so far I've been doing that pretty well for today. So I did my stretching, got some bands, did some band stretching, and then that's the first exercise of the day. Since I had to come here earlier than normal, Darius isn't here today, unfortunately. So that means dumbbell bench instead of barbell bench, which is probably the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life, not being able to hit bench due to the fact that I'm scared to push myself, because what if I can't get the weight up? Yeah, I could ask for a spot, but at the same time it's like, do I want to ask for a spot 3 separate times? Because you can't ask the same guy 3 times. That'd be like annoying for the guy. And then it's already awkward walking up to one guy in the first place to ask, especially if you're not lifting like if you go ask for a spot, you better be lifting like 405 or something like that. And my Weasley ass is at 245 for a 1 rep max. So my working sets of 205, probably less now honestly, because like I said, I'm not getting the proper nutrients as I normally do. So honestly, my working bench is probably closer to 185 now. I don't remember what I did last time on bench, but I think it might have been 185, unfortunately. But that's the beauty about dumbbell, you don't need a spot, and if the weight gets to be too much, I can kind of just drop it off on the side, 1 and 1. But yeah. Figured I've been doing the first 2 sets. I did 8 and 8, and then this one, trying to see how much I'm gonna be able to do for the last set. If I get a good amount, gonna go up a weight because for those of you who've been around for a while, you understand that 80 used to be my incline. That decreased to 70. I'm feeling pretty sad. So I need to get 80s back to the incline. And ideally, I'd be using the 100-pound dumbbells right now for flat bench. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So I'm not going to be impressing no gym crushes today, unfortunately. 2 of them are here at the moment, which is more unfortunate. I need to bust out the 120, maybe get like a little band, add more weight to the 120, just to show like I'm him. But unfortunately, we're just at the 80s now, so I need to rep these out a few times to be able to get to that 120. So let's get that going. Fortunately, it looks like 80s are going to be the dumbbell weight that I'm at for the next go around. Could I have pushed myself? Maybe. I'm not totally pissed off right now. I think I need to bust out the Forbidden Free one of these days to get a few extra reps in on chest day. Until then. Well, we moved on in the incline. I did my first 2 sets. I'll tell you right now, they're quite a struggle, so odds are I'm only going to be able to get 8. Goal is to get 9. Even if I got 9, I'm still doing 70s next week because of how difficult it was to, move the weight around. But 9 would be impressive feat. So, I don't know, gotta think of something that makes me mad. I have something in mind, so hopefully I'm able to rep out these 9 reps. I don't know, I feel like I'm doing it right, but at the same time, there's it's not even my shoulder necessary. I think it's some ligament that attaches my arm to my body, because I feel like I feel fine right now, after resting a little bit, but once I'm done with the weight, it's this, I don't want to say really jolt necessarily, but I just feel starts in the middle bicep and then just kind of, so I think it's some tissue that connects my arm, which isn't limiting me. I feel fine while doing the reps, but it's more so after I'm just was I doing that rep properly? Because why am I feeling like this? The girl may never know. I didn't study in exercise science, so I don't really know the muscles too well. One thing I do know is my muscles are too small. Another thing I know about my muscles is they need to get bigger. If I'm going to model for Calvin Klein someday, I need to look good. And currently at this physique, I'm slightly below average at best. So I need to start eating a pound of beef jerky a day, 3 cans of Dr. Pepper in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, 3 in the evening, 3 at night, 12 altogether throughout the day, in order to make some serious gains. But yeah, I'm officially licensed now. Oh, not officially. So, like I said, gotta get the fingerprints and submit the final form to get the license. But aside from that, almost sick. So hopefully I'm able to start making money soon. Not even to do anything crazy, but just buy a camera because my phone's getting kind of messed up. Buy a PC setup, to start streaming because I like playing my video games, NCAA. It's already out, people have pre-ordered, but I'm not making a lot of money right now. So I'm waiting until Friday to purchase it. That's the official release day. So I'll get that, and then food. Food's the main thing. You can work out all you want, but if you're not fueling the body correctly, you're not gonna get any bigger. I've been yapping for way too long, but kind of on purpose, so I could get slightly longer of rest. Because what I've been trying to do is rest for just 2 minutes instead of going forever. Because I feel if I do the 2-minute mark, then Darius is saying it's better for, I forget what the word he said, hypertrophy or something like that. I'm hype. I want a trophy. Something. But yeah, let's see if I could get 9. I'm scared. I did. Well, onto the decline machine press. But I did one warm-up set with just the 45. It wasn't intentionally a warm-up set. I really had no idea where I was at, so I was like, oh, let me do that. See how that goes. But yeah, it was light, so I had it on a 25, and that feels like a good working set range. But I know I normally do dips, and dips just isn't I don't feel it's enough for my lower pecs. So I'm supersetting with this. Like I do this, for 8, then I go over there and do as many dips as I can do. Kind of a heavy weight for me, decline wise. So I'm wasn't able to do many like dips. I only got like 4, but dips are all the way over there. So I figured for sake of not wasting people's time, I would record my second set here of like just the machine, then go do my dips. For my third set, I'd start off here, then I'd set up the tripod, show off the dips. So that's my. Never too sure if I set this machine up right, so that's kind of why I seat up a bit. Hopefully I have more of that lower chest. So, let's see how it goes. Well, at first, this was taken. And I was like, I'm fine with doing like the orange one too. Like, it's not ideal, but like, it gets the job done at the end of the day. The orange one was taken too at the time. So I'm like, okay, I'll just do shoulder press because shoulders are next anyways. And I did the machine one actually because it's right next to the, the pec deck. And I did one set. It's light. I only did like the 100. And I was getting ready to do my second set, and then I saw the person get up from this one. So I'm like, well, better take my shot now before, someone else takes it. But, yeah, just wanted to let you guys know about that. I'm not sad about missing out on shoulder there because I prefer to do it, like, with the dumbbell over, like, the machine one. But, yeah. Also, I started off at, like, 150. I don't know if just doing shoulders first gave my chest too long to rest up, but yeah, it was like so tight for some reason. I don't know what it was. So I dropped it down to 130 and it felt normal. So I was like, okay, looks like we're sticking to 130 for today. Yeah, I did 8 and 8. So I guess technically like 6 and 8 because the first set I did 150. I don't know what that feeling was. I only did like 4. And then I dropped it down 1 and it felt the same, honestly. So I was only able to do like 3 more. But it's still like hard set, so that's why I figured I'd count it. But last one, let's see if I could get that ideal 1 rep above, possibly more, above what I normally do. Last one was kind of swung, but still a good set nonetheless. Well, officially moving on into shoulders. It wasn't official before because I didn't finish my chest exercises for the day. But yeah, did 3 sets already at the 155. I'm pretty sure that's a new weight we started last week. So yeah, keeping up with it. I did 8 and 8, but second set, that 8 was like kind of a struggle. So honestly, hoping to just get at least 8 on this go around. Like clean weight. Like if I'm like, and like it doesn't really count. So yeah, we'll see how this 55 moves for our last set. But we're not going to know until we start. So I best get at it. Well, I went to a failure. That's all you can really ask for in the gym. On to lateral raises. Well, we're moving on into lateral raises now. Something I've been seeing a lot more people do lately. I did it this one time where you use like this attachment, you kind of like wrap your arm in between the middle of it. And the reason I stopped was because it hurt, like my forearm, like just digging in, and I couldn't really get the most out of it. But I tried it again. Forearm must be a little stronger because it doesn't really hurt as much anymore. So yeah, I did my 8 and 8. I did one lighter set with it at 16. I felt I could do like a little more, so I bumped it up to 22, which is kind of what I normally would do with the dumbbell at like 25. 27 would be next up, but I don't know. That second set I really struggled. I think I only got like 7 on like my left arm, so let's try it out. See how this round goes. Now working on some triceps. You know what I just realized? I had a 60 this whole time. I think I meant to grab a 55, but I don't recall. Well, anyways, the point is, I did 8 for the last 2, which is ideal. But getting the adequate depth on the overhead press is what has been a little challenging for me, unfortunately. And I well, see how we'll do for the last set here. Still able to get 8 for all of them, but yeah, some have just been more of a struggle than others. So we'll have to see. Only time will tell. Okay, on to last exercise of the day. Little cross body action going on. It was weird because
I first did it at 22 pounds, and that felt way too heavy. But to be fair, I did the warm up of like, well, not necessarily warm up, but like just to test it out. I was doing like the 5 pounds to, see where to set it at and things like that. So I feel like that shouldn't have fatigued me at all for when I did the 22, kind of like right after. But for some reason, I was only able to get 6. So I went to the only one that's like in between 5 and 22 is 16. So obviously, I go in there. 16 was way too light. And I mean, they have these add-ons, but like the add-ons are 5 pounds. So at that point, I'm zero point 0.5 off from 22. I should just do the 22 at that. But yeah, I don't know. I tried a little other things. I was doing like overhead, like that too, to see if that felt any better. But I was thinking, yeah, it was nice, but at the same time, that's kind of what I necessarily did already with like the overhead press. This is, you know, but yeah, figured I rest it long enough. Hopefully, at least. Uh, my goal is really just to get an 8 because I didn't do that on the 22 last time. So let's see how that goes. I for sure just needed some longer rest, apparently. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do more with my left arm if I could. Yeah, couldn't really get a ninth one there, but like I said, just to make them more even definition wise, looks like it's getting fairly close to that. So on to the posing if the room's open, but usually is. Well, I don't know what took me so long to realize that this room is the shit, but maybe because I never figured how to use a light switch. It was always dark in here, so I figured it was inaccessible. You got it. Someone came in. I think he was just admiring the Herculaic physique that I have. Honestly, my physique, I'm not totally ashamed of it. It's not bad. It's definitely better than average, I would say. But a little gap in between my chest, I'm somewhat worried about. I was like looking it up. It seems like you don't really know how bad your gap is until you like truly chest. And I feel I'm not there yet because like out posing or like kind of got like a little bit of gut and stuff. So I think I'll definitely once I start, working full time, I'll definitely go on a cut first just to see like genetic wise, like for my chest and stuff. And I also want to like get a 6 pack. But at the same time, it takes me like till winter to be able to make a few bucks, I'm going to just do a bulk because like who's gonna see a 6 pack in the middle of winter? So it all depends on when I start, like whenever I make that first check and things of that nature. Because the thing with like insurance, I'm not sure if this is all insurance companies or just the one I'm working at. You get paid once a month at like the beginning of the month or something, so you gotta like spread out your finances accordingly. So it's all new, you know. So with my mom, so I don't got to worry about too many bills besides the gym membership. You know, really the only two things, and gas for the car. Those are like the only things I pay for on a regular basis. Yeah, made it this far. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. I gotta go get my fingerprints now.